signed by Tucker from Cloak and Dagger. It is 11:51. It's the Signed Damo show. I am Si, and Damo is on the phone.
Unbelievable.
So
it's not, is it? It's quite believable.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. We are. It's. How do I put it? It's been a busy 3 or 4 days. We had our Christmas drinks yesterday. I mean, I did get home at a reasonable time, but it has knocked us sideways. Damien's only had 50-some minutes sleep, and we're joined by our guest, who's going to essentially give us drinks to taste, which I'm not sure if it's a good idea.
Well, it's dangerous, isn't it? But let's just recap. Last time I came on a show, we were live from a pub.
Yeah.
I was pretty hungover to start with.
Yeah.
That day did not end well, did it?
Yeah. So that was the official pre-Pride party at another pub in town. We did one of our pop-up sort of live streams from. Very, very kind of them. We did beer tasting. We did beer tasting reviews at the Cloak and Dagger crew, didn't we, as well?
We did. They were rave reviews. I mean, some of the comparisons were something else, I have to say.
Yeah. Will ranking, I think referred to it as a gym shoe or something.
I think Tracy Rhodes threw in something about gravel as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he can't be with us today.
No, no, and wasn't yesterday neither. So yeah, we're let's talk a little bit more about the Cloak and Dagger. So it's been going for a year now.
Yeah.
What would you say your biggest selling beer?
It's the session pale. Everyone loves a session beer. You can get stuck into, 6 or 7 with no worries. So it's a 4.2 session pale. All of our beers have got interesting names, should we say? So that's Komodo Bozo.
Oh.
You know that one. You know that one, Si.
Yeah, it's the one I always.
You love it.
Actually. I mean, that's the one I normally drink.
Yeah.
I like the stronger one. Which
So hot on its heels, selling really well at the minute, is Never Dug Disco. So that's the 5% New England IPA that you're into, I think.
Okay, so what's the difference between an IPA and a New England IPA?
Oh, that's a good question, Si.
Okay.
So I guess an IPA is essentially a really hoppy pale ale.
So listen,
right?
I sorry to jump in here. I actually know this because I've asked you before. Just so our listeners know, let's go back from the beginning. What is an IPA, and why is it called IPA?
Stands for India Pale Ale.
Yeah.
Goes back to the days of the Raj, and it was a beer that they would send over on boats over to India, and by sort of trial and error, they found out really hoppy beer lasted better over the journey, didn't go off basically.
Gotcha.
So the hoppier it was and a bit stronger, it travelled better, and that's what became IPA.
Look at Damien.
What's
He's
he pointing at
fascinated.
me
Look at
for?
this, he's enthralled.
Because you didn't know that, did you?
Because it's hoppy.
No.
Essentially.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't actually.
No,
I learned something new today.
Yeah, and it's quite a decent little story. So so we now know what an IPA is. What's a New England IPA?
So basically, when funky beers got all popular, IPA is the one. Everyone's making IPAs all over the States, where they've got an even bigger sort of brewing scene than we have over here.
Really?
Yeah. So, and then on the East Coast, they started making totally unfiltered, hoppy beers, but with a different sort of old school yeast strain, which essentially, rather than being really bitter like most IPAs, there's almost zero bitterness, hazy beers, really fruity sort of side of the hops it brings out, and everyone's gone mad for those. So it used to be, a few years back, if you had a beer that was a bit murky, you'd send it back. Now, you send it back if it hasn't got enough murk in it.
Dank, they call it, don't they?
Oh, they do. Tom Danks.
Yep. So this this
Go on, you have minutes together. It's going well, come on.
This New England IPA. What's the name of that?
Yeah. So our one's called Never Dug Disco. Now, I'd just like to clarify, I love disco.
Yeah.
But it's a hip-hop reference. It's a lyric that goes, create rap music because I never dug disco.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we love disco so much. We're having a little New Year's Eve party side. That is the Komodo Disco. It's going to be disco versus hip-hop all night.
My God.
At the Cloakroom.
Right, so that brings us very sweetly on to the Cloakroom. So 2 weeks, it's been open now. Where is it?
We are halfway up St James's Street.
You're on the opposite side to the Bulldog.
We are a little bit further up from the Bulldog, so once you've had your fill in there, you just pop up the hill, just over on the right-hand side, opposite cover.
Oh, mate.
So yeah, the Cloakroom. So it's been open 2 weeks. Do you want to tell us a bit more about that?
What's to say? It is Brighton's freshest new bar, I'd have to say. It's a craft beer.
We liked it, didn't we?
Didn't we do like a
Emporium.
full review of it last
We did
week?
do a full review.
Did you listen
Nice.
to our show
Of
last
course,
week?
religiously.
So you listened to our review?
You're with me earphones on in church.
I apologise. Yeah,
So,
very much
well,
so.
basically, it's a delightful big bar. We've renovated the place. It used to be a tapas restaurant. They kind of run it into the ground a bit. So we've done a lot of work sprucing the place up. We've gone for a bit of a modern feel. We've put
Has it ever
loads
been a
of our own-
tattooist?
What's that?
Has it ever been a tattooist?
It hasn't. There's a tattooist on the opposite corner.
Thank
Are you going to get a
Just up the
tattooist in?
road.
Yeah.
A tattoo what?
You're going to get a tattooist in? Just a
Should we
resident
get a tattoo?
tattooist?
I'm feeling a bit of a tattoo vibe here.
Will he be saying second-hand clothes? Vintage?
No.
Will he be selling expensive coffee?
No, but we might have a moustache parlour downstairs. That's a lie. I see where you're going. Leave it out. Basically,
My goddings.
we are just a bit of a bar for everyone, basically. We've got loads of the craft beer on, but we've got your standard lager and cider covered. We've got your wines and spirits. And basically, a bit of personality in there is all of our branding. So we've got it all over the place. We're a very, visual brand, basically. A bit of unique stuff going on, and we put that all over the place.
To be fair, it is typically hipster. It's one of those hipster bars, lots of chipboard everywhere.
Yeah, is there any
but-
chipboard?
Technically, it's OSB, Si.
It
As
is,
you
yeah.
well know.
Ordinary
As
size.
you well know. I get told off for calling it chipboard.
However-
Sterling board, yeah.
But-
However, that's not a critique, actually. The beer does the talking, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, it doesn't need to be all fancy.
No. So what's your favourite beer in there?
What were we drinking on that night?
Kronenbourg.
I'm not, you know me, I'm not a massive beer, I don't, when we go to the craft, you try everything. So if there's something new, you're drinking it. I just tend to stick to my one drink that I'm happy with.
Damien,
We don't need
Coke on
to-
air is
don't-
not, drinking Coca-Cola on air is not the one. Honestly, I feel like a dragon with smoke coming out my nose.
We were drinking actually, it was one fresh out the barrel, or fresh
yeah.
out
Yeah, that's the Brass Monkey, that one.
Brass Monkey, that's what I was
That's
drinking
actually
that
the
night.
first beer we ever made, but this is the third time we made it, and we keep refining it a bit each time. This time, nailed it.
It was nice. I just stuck to that all night. I tried a couple of others, but that was the one, I enjoyed that one.
is Brass Monkey, that's an ale?
It is, yes,
Wow.
a fruity one. It's got mango, passion fruit, and lychee.
Oh, I've had a bit of that. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
Really
What?
fruity.
What's It's quite strong as well, isn't it?
5.5.
Is it?
Yeah.
So
Well,
Dave,
I was not at all
What is strong
smashed
these
at the
days,
end.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, it definitely was.
So that's the cloakroom. What number St James's Street is it?
That's 81 to 82 St James's Streets.
81 to 82
I'll
St
be up on
James's
the
Street.
right-hand side.
What time does it open?
Please drink responsibly. It opens, at the minute, we haven't got kitchen in place, so we're just opening 5 o'clock for after-work drinks. Come January, we're going to have Lost Boys Chicken in there. We'll be open from lunchtime.
The Lost Boys
Rocking it
Chicken.
all day long.
Can
Yeah.
if Simon goes there for lunch today, can he take his ham sandwiches in?
You can at the minute.
That is-
We're letting
that is
people bring
mum-made
whatever they
food.
like in, basically. You can
Okay.
deliver in there, and you can go crazy. There's a couple of curry houses over the road where people...
Well, you're allowed to bring your own food in?
Ruby Murray's in there, yeah. Whilst
Yeah.
we're not serving food, you bring your own in.
We could go there for lunch, mate. Take our chicken booners in.
If I laid out a blanket on the floor and just sat there eating sausage rolls and, and
Poor
didn't
pies.
and didn't order any beer.
Yeah, I might kick you out. We'll get you a little
Bit
corner.
harsh.
Move the table out of the way. We'll get you a little picnic corner.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll get you some lemonade, some snacks. Watch out for the mic. So I was just headbutting the mic.
Yeah, it's a lot closer than what I thought. So yeah, so me and David went up there last week. We thoroughly enjoyed it. We're going to go into. I think we're going to go into a track now. We're actually live on the YouTube now. They've sorted it. 40 minutes later.
Technology.
The technology. We're going to go into a track now, and then Tucker, we're going to do a bit of beer tasting and let our listeners know what we think of what. Look at
Davo is looking excited about this.
David.
I actually am, but I know what's going to happen. I'll be fully in the horrors come half an hour.
I've got loads to do later. Anyway, let's go into this.
I see them making a living, me I'll be making a killing. Juxtaposition, I see the rust on the ceiling. I'll kick it through when I'm ready, trust the decision. Nothing they do can affect me, I'll still be moving like Jet Li. Whoa, didn't mean Bruce, G Kundo. Went Kowloon just to clean my soul. Been reading the teachings these guys wrote. Enter the temple and left with a fresh perspective. I knew my role, knew I couldn't lose control. Pick and choose who's involved, just might cut ties. If you don't suit then go, it's a ruthless task. Who's in charge? Shotgun when I'm cruising past. If I cock back, might drop one for the ladies. Please don't hold it against me. Could've never had or neglect the fact that my style's eclectic in nature. Came for the rain now, hitting with all types of precipitation. That may be a risk I'm taking. Truth is I could've give this use to. Thinks I'm ish, must be deluded, must be confusing. Me with the guy who ain't dusting a dude when he touches a tune. I got nothing to lose. Adjusting your view, had enough of the dumbing it down. Give me something that's new, substance, something to chew. It's redundant coming for you. Let me ruffle some feathers. If ever I touch on a subject, you better respect the intelligence. I do not speak about anything I do not know about. You can learn something from me. Eager to broaden my depth of analysis, making it palatable for the masses. So these other rappers have nothing on me. Don't even call me a rapper, I'm way beyond that. I'll be labeled a sculptor at least. Molded a man with a potion I preach, and I know I got oceans to seek. So c'est la vie, finding a home for my own territory. No one evolving like me, should've known when I rose from the deep. You've awoken the beast. Nobody's safe, born to the world, but I've grown in the cave and I owe that to Jay. But I'm still alone when I rose in the maze. Ain't a road that I won't navigate, and I notice you don't have it like me. Ha, I've been taking notes from OGs. You've been online trying to pose on IG, pose on live stream. Girls and guys both writing a post just to hope for likes. No surprise when that mindset results in a whole demise. Dissect and show that the soul has died. Poltergeist, I'm just letting them know. It's evident they never evolve, so I'm stepping in and getting involved. And I bet that you're regretting everything that you wrote. It'll only take a second, you'll be getting exposed. Leaving a message, I'll be setting a tone. Even if it's posthumous, I move monstrous. Londoner, lend to the coast. Discredit me, that's preposterous. I've been blessed with a gift of expression. Ingest it and spit, a pedestrian destined for this. Who's next on the list? Let me prep the abyss. Get sent to the depths of the pit with the rest of them. Making a statement, it ain't for the questioning. Nah, ain't for the questioning. They should accept it, like whether you're hating or not, I'm still making you better. Cock back, raise a beretta. Shot land straight at the head, I'm displaying the techers. That's the arrangement of letters. That's formulation of words in the shape of a sentence, forcing its way to your memory. Thought you remaining ahead of me? Disagree, ain't in my pedigree. Claiming you are is a felony. You'll be regarded as enemies. Getting these smallest parts of my legacy. Lawfully marking my territory, armed with artillery. All different bars and soliloquies. Course to be hard to get rid of me. All of them caught in a trance when I spit up beam. Developing phlegm to be sick on beat. Essentially ending tradition. Been sent as a visionary. A rebellion pending its imminent. Sense of deficiency. Clenching a fist with intent and assemble militia. A secular mission. Defend it religiously. Deft and proficient in letting these kids know I ain't for the business. I just get these itches sometimes. This is I have a line. My pride is relying on victory. Hiding disguise, beating lies don't mean shit to me. Quite contradictory, try to with clarity. I put profanity in my vocabulary so I can demonstrate. Lifting restrictions to fix our mentality. Think of a plan in the midst of insanity. Sick of just witnessing fallacies. Prisoners living in galleries. Internet twisted reality, given a fictitious galaxy. Got no resistance from gravity. Heads in the clouds, I can bring her back down to me. They all back down to me. Just say my name and they count to free. Please do not play with the boundaries, these are not made to be messed with. That's a synonym of making a death wish, filling them, pay me attention. What's this? Hero, villain, no telling, just spectate. Wait for the plot twist, hot takes, caked in the frosting. Take a minute to just digest. All relative, do you really want a crisis? Glasgow smiling, smashing your Edinburgh. Mac is a weapon, I bet it's the closest you'll find to a messenger. Back to developing settlers. Hey, myself Duke, Cave Recordings, out to the Lee Rizzle on production. 2018. You should know what it is right now. Yeah, South Point.
Yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's 5 minutes past 11. It's the Cyan Damo show. We're joined by 1/3 of Cloak and Dagger. Tucker, how the devil are you this morning?
I'm very well, fresh, powerful and strong.
Yeah, and like us too.
And like you guys.
And like us too, yeah. We are here now with the one of the Cloak and Dagger lads, and we're about to do some beer tasting.
Just what you need, isn't it?
Damo's that we're all over the socials now pushing because our social guy looks like he's not slept.
He's like loving life, he is.
So what have we got? We've got three very, very posh glasses in front of us, Damo. Do you want to describe what they look like?
He's not jumping at it. I'll jump in. I mean, you got a lovely little stemmed schooner.
I do like these glasses, though. How many of those glasses have been nicked already? In the 2 weeks you've been open? How many glasses have you lost?
Not sure.
I've nicked 3 of them.
I know I'm about to nick 3 more.
I've spotted a couple of people on the move, and then I've said, thanks, mate, and then just put them down afterwards. They're covetable glasses, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they will be. I will have one of those. Right,
Available
okay.
for £2 purchase from the cloakroom.
Okay. That won't be happening.
What?
That's it. So, okay, let's go into this first one. What have we got here?
Actually,
this
sorry,
one-
I'll stop
oh,
you
wait,
there.
hang on.
I just saw you pull out some Panda Pop bottles.
Yes.
What's going on there?
Oh, those.
What I've done, I've just brought some beer for you, fresh off the taps. So
Oh,
I've
it's
just
that
come
fresh?
down
It's
from
just
the
come in-
bar now because they've got this
Okay.
stuff in cans. So they were in no way in like flavoured water bottles that I bought from Morrison's on the way in. What they were professional beer transportation units.
Vessels,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah. So it's not going to taste like Cherryade.
It's not.
No,
They're
okay.
thoroughly rinsed. Don't you worry about that. Right, let's get into it. So this one is the Never Dug Disco,
Never Dug Disco.
which is a rising star of the Cloak and Dagger portfolio.
So
if you will.
what
It's
is
a
this?
size
What
favourite.
is this?
On the
The old
nose.
IPA.
This one is a New England IPA, so that
New
means
England.
super low bitterness, really fruity characteristics from the hops. Pretty hazy.
Lush.
Oh, it's like fruit juice. Drink that all day. What are we saying, fellas?
Hold on there.
I'm going to order.
I'm just going to feed it into the machine, and we'll let you know our conclusion afterwards.
I love this. It's great.
Computer says. Take that back. Take that back immediately.
Oh, mate.
I'm not having that.
Damien, what's your thoughts on this?
I actually like it.
It's really, really nice, mate. So just refresh me. What's going on? Is this? Have we had this before?
You've had this one, yeah. It's a kind of super hoppy New England IPA. That's all you need to know.
And the name of this one?
Never Dug Disco.
Never Dug Disco. This
Oh,
is,
when you say like hoppy, we're not. Sorry, I'm not that much of a like beer connoisseur or nothing, but
Yeah.
I know that when I drink beers and if they are particularly hoppy, that I'm not. I'm not particularly fond.
Yeah.
However, if you're saying this is hoppy, I'm
so
liking it. So I
often-
don't know what the
often
crack
when you
is.
get hops, you get a lot of bitterness as well. So
Yeah.
the New England ones are probably up your street because they're hoppy but with really low bitterness. So you get that fruity
Okay.
side of it come out.
Yeah, yeah.
So like hops are actually like a cousin of weed. So what you're getting is that sort of floral fruity.
Yeah,
flavours,
man.
basically. You see, now he's into it.
I'm like, yeah, dude.
yeah, I'm not going to work today, and I just feel like I want to tie dye everything. So this is a. Remind me again. This is Never Dug Disco.
Your memory is incredible. Now, let me tell you what I forgot to mention. Never Dug Disco, we've got a promotional mix that a good mate of ours who used to play on Trickstar, Mr. Nick Maxwell. You remember him?
Which one is he? The tall one?
He's the tall scratch hip hop DJ, yeah.
Yeah. He's nice.
He's done us a mix for this beer, which is all East Coast hip hop. So it's like an East Coast beer. He's done us a banging East Coast hip hop mix.
What sort
which
of
we'll
like
spread
Great
about on our
Yarmouth,
socials.
Great Yarmouth, sort of Ipswich down to Felixstowe.
All that, yeah, all that classic 90s Felixstowe hip hop.
Do you know any rappers from Felixstowe?
Can't say I do.
Okay, I'd like to give a shout out to Ella, by the way, and Lauren. Just by the way, they've just said hello to both of you.
How are we doing, girls?
Hi.
Hey, girls.
Hi.
So, okay, that was one of our tastings. Should we go into a little track? Guys, I feel like we should play that Whitney Houston tune again.
I'd like to say you've been playing some banging tracks today.
Thank you.
But that wouldn't be true, would it? So it's more like some drunk kids who got hold of my Spotify and then
Yeah.
I've come back to it later and this is what happens.
Gotcha. Okay, well, moving forward with the success of the last hour and 11 minutes, we played a Whitney Houston banger. Those two words shouldn't really go together. Whitney Houston and banger.
Unless she's been on holiday there or something.
It's the baseline version. We played it earlier on. Damien hated it. I'm going to drop it again, and then we're going to come in and try some more beer.
Great, can't wait.
Don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents
dragging that straight out because it's A, it's Mariah Carey, not Whitney Houston, and B, Damien absolutely hates it, don't you, Damo?
Yeah.
Okay, should we go? So that was our first beer we had with the Cloak and Dagger crew. Should we go into our next beer?
We better drink out that one then.
Yeah,
We'll
okay.
do a little pour.
So, do you want to tell us which one this is?
So this one is fresh out of the tanks, this week?
Okay.
This is the one you were mentioning, the Brass Monkey. So this is our fruitiest beer that we've done.
Do you know what? I'm so pleased that you mentioned that because the Komodo Bozo that you say I like, it isn't. This is the one I've been after.
I see.
It's lush. This is the one on the open day, when the launch of the Cloak and Dagger, which was at the Brewdog, wasn't it? You had these two beers on.
That's right, yeah. This was the first one we brewed.
Yeah, it's
this
lush.
is like the third version, so we keep tweaking it, banging more fruit in, essentially.
So, is it something you want to say on air how loosely a beer like this is made?
How loosely?
You're not going to go into the exact secrets of the Cloak and Dagger brewing techniques, but you can tell us how do you make a fruity beer?
Basically, you do your normal brew, and then you just bang a load of fruit in.
Cheers, right, okay.
So most fruit beers are either made with fruit puree or real fruit. Real fruit is a lot messier, a lot more work involved. So we've gone down the puree route with this one, and
Lazy.
we just keep cranking more in. We keep putting more in. We see how does it taste. That's not fruity enough. Crank some more in. It's quite tricky working out when to put it in, but once you've got that bit down...
Simon's distracted.
What is he doing?
He's playing with his new toys.
I'm not. I was just loading something up ready. Okay, so this is a fruity. So this has got mango
So
in
this
it.
one, you've got mango, passion fruit, and
Cheers.
lychee. Cheers, lads.
Yeah,
Merry
Simon-
Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
Friday.
Merry Christmas.
Yes. Yes, mate.
Yes, mate.
Yes, mate.
Right. Let's have a little taste of this. So, anyone that's not watching on the live stream, i.e. my girlfriend, this is a 3-litre pitcher I'm about to pour to my lips and see if I can neck it in one, and then I'm driving home in reverse, naked.
We're not doing that.
I'm staying well out of it.
What are we saying?
Damien, can you just have a quick
Hang on,
have a look, just a quick think. Here we go.
Gather your thoughts.
Right, carry the
Carry
seat.
4 plus 2. Carry the 9. Hold the 5.
I can't press. This is a really, really nice beer. I do remember this beer from when we were. I do remember.
It just keeps nutting the mic.
I do remember this beer from the launch. It is a really, really, really nice beer. This is you've got this back on now, yeah.
We have, yeah. It's on the taps at the minute.
So what beers have you got on the taps? You've only got your beers in your bar, or do you have other people's beers?
No. So normally, what we will do on an average day is we'll have 3 or 4 of our beers on, and we've got 14 taps. So a couple of them stay the same with a lager and a cider. We'll always have about 6 guest beers on, basically, from breweries all over the country and international as well.
Okay, cool. So do you but you don't do if you went into if you was a generic pub drinker, so you like your Stella or your Kronenbergs or your Thatchers or there's a sort of stuff that you could walk into any bar,
So I just got a text from Anthony Airsey. He wants to know if you got Carlin on.
Carlin?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just gone off. I'm sorry. It's been a
Airsey, sorry mate, no Carlin I'm afraid.
What we got, I'll see where you're going. So what we've got a regular lager. We've got Prava by Star of Pramen. So it's like 4% lager. We've got that on all the time. So if you're not into your fancy beers, you can come and have a lager or a cider.
It's almost like, there's another bar that we drink in a lot, which is a craft beer company. And they don't do, I mean, they do is it Brick Lane Lager, is that a thing?
probably a thing.
Is it a thing? Yeah, yeah. That's pretty much the only sort of lager they do it now, I believe. So yeah, these places, you know, that they're popping up. There's quite a few of these sort of dedicated craft beer companies now that just make this sort of stuff. So if you like your Stella, you ain't going to get it in there, are you?
Well, you're going to get a Pravasite. Here's the thing: if you're not into your fancy beers, come in. We'll have a chat. We'll break you in gently. We'll recommend you some little gateway beers. Before you know it, you'll be bang into it.
Naked in the Bulldog.
There you go.
Jobs are good. And I wanted to say a big hello to Dan Calloway.
Hello, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
So, also, big topic. What hygiene rating you got?
Ah, yes. Now,
Because
this
this is actually hot.
Hot topic.
Hot topic.
I've got one of them.
Have you? Go on.
Talk amongst yourself, I'll find it.
Brilliant.
Um,
I've got to say, Damo, those trainers are almost blindingly white. They look fresh out of the box.
I swear I was wearing these last week when I came to see you.
I mean, you weren't wearing them on the night out last night, surely?
No, not last night. I
They
have
were
been home.
caked
I
in.
have been home,
You knew
slept,
it was wrong.
showered. I'm fresh, mate.
Impressive.
I was wearing these last week.
Oh, you had a shower?
Don't start, mate.
So yeah, I couldn't find it.
We did a good job there.
I
stalling.
started looking into stuff, and I was like, God knows what's going on here. I'm back. Now, like when
Give it up.
you go way too deep into everything. He's on a conference call to the people that make this stuff. People are just talking. Look, I've got Wham. Should we play Wham?
Yes.
You can't beat a bit of Wham.
I think it's Wham.
There we go.
Is it techno remix? Oh, God.
wasn't Wham, was it?
It was Whamish.
It says in front of me on this screen, Last Christmas, Wham. And you can imagine Damien's disgust.
Why are we just absolutely desecrating these like classics?
I don't know. I have got Jingle
Whose
Bells.
idea was this?
No, my idea is to play one.
It's almost like, so you haven't listened to
Like
it.
someone-
It's almost like the program manager was very keen to get to the Christmas do last night and just rammed in anything for the Silent Demo show. But I have got Jingle Bells in front of me, the proper Jingle Bells.
No, I can see this.
It isn't.
No.
It's the right one. So we're talking about Christmas, talk about beers. We've got Tucker from the Cloak and Dagger. Tucker, have you done your Christmas shopping?
Not really.
Okay, have you done yours?
This is what happens every year. I get one present really early. I order it online in October, or I'm nailing this Christmas, and then all of a sudden, there's like a few days to go, and I haven't got anything else. So
Really?
yeah, got a bit to do.
Have you done any?
I've done quite a bit actually.
Have you? You did
Yeah,
say last week.
It's all started arriving this morning.
Okay.
So I've got to email my girlfriend and see if she wants me to send it to a PO box.
It's not going very well. We are swerving way away from that subject.
No, it's cool. I'm only joking.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I've done some. Generally speaking, I only do like it's just my mum, the missus, and the little ones. Like my little nieces and my nieces and
I
nephews.
wonder where that was going.
Oh, you Uncle Damo? You go round.
Nah, it's just more of like,
Yeah, what's on their iPads? Easy here from
put
Brighton.
them over there.
I'll open them when I'm bored.
Yeah, whatever.
So you've are you a big Christmas present buyer, Tucker?
I'm a bit of a Grinch, if I'm honest. I'm not that into Christmas.
Really? What are you
Yeah.
doing for Christmas Day? Are you open for Christmas Day?
We're not. We were going to open Boxing Day, and then in the end, we sacked it off. We're going to close for 2 days. I'm going to chill out and come back 27th. So I'm off to my dad's for a few days.
I think you ought
Spain
to.
or London.
I think you ought to open Christmas Day
Well, I
in a
mean,
residential area.
I trust you, Damo. If you want to open the bar for us on Christmas Day for a few hours, I'll give you the
Jesus
keys.
Christ.
Yeah, I would do, mate, but unfortunately I've got plans.
Busy.
Yeah, I'm in another
Busy. I'm gonna have
city,
a bit of turkey.
so
Are you going to London or Spain?
Berkshire.
Right, got you.
like,
Nice.
lucky.
in
Yeah.
between.
Yeah,
In between
okay.
the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a few days. You've got me worried about presents now. I've only got one, and the one is no good because I've got two nephews.
Right.
I was going to get two of the same thing, and only
Gotcha.
one's turned up. So I'm just going to fight over it.
Oh, you're not going to get another one?
It was online, I haven't got time. Might just sack it all off and just go down the pub.
Well, you got your own.
Yeah.
So,
Have you started?
yeah, I see.
Can we get any teasers? Pizza cutter.
They're listening, so don't.
Oh, they will.
Socks.
Okay.
Everyone likes socks.
Yeah.
I've done my bits. I've sent my cards up north with a little bit of money in from a family up there. I've bought. I've got.
Woolworths vouchers.
Yeah, got on Woolworths vouchers. Yeah.
Pick and mix.
I've got
Two sweets each.
Yeah. £11.67.
Hold on, wait there. So listen, this is really Dan Kellyway's mum is listening, and it's a birthday. So I'd like to say happy birthday to Dan's mum. Weirdly,
Happy birthday, Mrs. Calloway. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Miss Parson.
As it's your mum's birthday, also Ricky, you know our mate Ricky.
Yeah.
He's in Sussex Hospital. You know Ricky, don't you? As well?
I do.
Yeah, he's in Sussex Hospital having a baby.
What?
Mate, this is
Hang on. Ricky's
is-
having a baby.
No, it's not.
This is
Arnold Schwarzenegger's the
science
only man to have
first.
had a baby.
What?
Yeah, you remember the film Junior, isn't it?
No, oh my god.
film.
yeah,
I thought this was a documentary.
It was Kindergarten Cop, wasn't it?
Stop it.
So yeah, weirdly, your mum could be born on the same day as Ricky Jr.
I'm gonna say put.
Put that into the computer.
Let's just feed this into the computer.
Hang on, let's work this out.
Right, carry the 9. Plus 5.
Kellaway.
Constant, please, Carol.
Oh, no, wait there. Yeah, Ricky's missus is called Kate. So Kate, push, push. Good morning. This is the Sign Damo Show. We're going into Jingle Bells. Yes, and that was Jingle Bells. And Damien, you like that tune?
It was a beauty.
It was better than some of these.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we did ask for. I asked for one hilarious mashup, not a complete show's worth. So we've got Jingle Bells and Bonkers.
Is Bonkers on there?
It's never coming off.
Mate,
Do you play it every week?
It should be played at every
why
show.
do you? I keep asking for my Ocean Colour Scene opener. Why do I never get that, but you always get Bonkers? Mate, I'm sick of this.
It'll be on in a minute.
For Christmas.
He's on the phone. It'll be on in a minute. Right, listen. Let's get back to this. So we're joined in the studio by Tucker from Cloak and Dagger.
He's an out.
We are now tasting our third beer, which is.
We have got the classic Komodo Bozo, so it's our
Yes,
bestseller,
mate.
Session Pale, 4.2. Brilliant Christmas beer, smash it all day long. Hoppy Session. Let's have a little taste, shall we?
I don't think I've drank this one before. I'm sure you have, Si.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's really.
I don't-
It's not really that strong. It's not.
That is why, my friends. It's a session.
A session beer. Well, how strong does a session beer? What's the strongest a session beer can be?
That is a good question because the goalposts have moved. In recent years, stuff's got stronger and stronger. So for me, the session's anything sort of mid-4s, under 5%. But these days, who knows, Si?
A session for me is 7.5.
Yeah, but
What, 7.5 pints or 7.5%?
7.8 is what he drinks.
Is it?
Yeah, which is beasting.
The thing is, yeah, we do get. A couple of weeks ago, didn't we have like? Yeah, we were planning our return show, weren't we?
Right.
And
In Craft.
in an unnamed pub up the road.
Who couldn't make it today?
Yeah.
So we're not dropping them anymore.
They don't
Dead
exist
to you.
anymore.
Okay.
And Simon thought it would be fun to just keep egging me on and forcing me to drink, like with his pace. Yeah, it ended terribly. Yeah.
Well, it ended terribly for both of us because you can drink more than me. So you drank 7.8% cider, and I drank dank beers, and we both had wobbly heads and walked off in different directions.
You actually infuriated me that night. You wouldn't leave me alone.
Me.
You would not leave me alone. Drink. Oh, Jesus, Simon, leave me alone.
Leave us alone.
Like-
So, look, speaking about drink, we've got the Komodo Boza in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
So, should we, let's raise our glasses and should we have a little,
Cheers, guys.
cheers?
Feeding it into the computer.
Pouring this down the back of this computer now. Analysing it.
Why have you turned that up?
I like it.
Doesn't that go down the mics? No? Talking like we're off air.
Computer says.
Hey!
Winner.
Yes, mate!
Winner. Wow.
You win.
Nice.
All right.
Bit of Street Fighter 2 in there.
That was a little bit of Street Fighter. Yes. So the Komodo Bozo is at Komodo Bozo.
It's easy for you to say.
What? Where have you got? I remember my first conversation. Where have you got all these names from for these beers?
Mostly from Lee. We basically sit around, have a few beers, come up with a list of ridiculous names, and then we just go back through them later and pick one.
So you're not getting them from like, I don't know, some like comic book or stuff like that. They're not Marvel heroes.
Are you trying to say that these aren't original names?
There's only one Komodo Bozo, I guarantee you.
There's something like a space catnip or something, isn't there?
Galactic Catnip.
Yeah, close. I mean, where the hell in Lord's name has that name come from?
Where the hell in Lord's name?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it starts with, so Lee is the guy that does all the artwork for our cans and the badges and all the branding, and sometimes it starts with the sort of design he wants to do, and we take it, work backwards from there, basically, and just choose a silly name.
And so Lee's the guy that does all the branding as well.
That's right.
I really like the branding.
Yeah, I
Pick
do.
up yourself, Lee.
Yeah,
Lee,
he
guys
does.
have done
I think
a
he's listening,
sterling
so
job.
Hello to Lee.
Hi Lee.
Hi,
He won't
Lee.
be. He'll be walking around with like a £22,000 camera.
Is that right?
Every time I see
Is that
him.
that guy?
Yeah.
Is that Lee?
He should-
Yeah, I saw that camera.
Yeah, it's the sort of camera.
Yeah.
Most people just got.
He doesn't even know
iPhones.
how to use it.
No, the only time
It's
you
like
ever
a necklace.
the only time you ever see a camera like that is like at the side of a football game when they've got them huge
Football game. Sorry, Mum.
football. Yeah, he's the guy that's always got a big camera. Yeah,
Yeah.
true that. Okay, so I'm going to go on to discussions that we had this week about WAV files, Damo. So obviously Tricks has
Okay.
been run with like an iron fist now, and we've there's a lot of copyright. Obviously, we're pushing things in different directions now, and I don't think I have the text anymore, but Damon got told off for like just basically scribbling down some tracks or trying to share a Spotify playlist.
I didn't get told off.
I thought you got told off.
I didn't get told off.
Well, I got told off. So I sent a. Well, I'll tell you what I sent. I sent this.
I forgot about this, actually.
What
Yeah.
was that? What was that?
No, you don't know what that is?
So it's a raven. Okay.
See.
And
Of course.
I was told that we don't have the rights to use the Raven.
So,
So-
Si, have you been out with your recorder?
No, I brought
in the wild.
I basically
this week?
brought a Raven, and I've got it at home now. And it does all the sound effects for us.
I like it.
Yeah, it's cool. So we weren't allowed to use this.
Yeah. So this conversation started one place very sensibly. It just went totally the wrong
Hang on,
direction.
where do the WAV files fit into this?
All right,
Oh, right, so we weren't. Sorry, we weren't
so-
allowed to play this music
do
through.
you remember we used to have a little French guy working there?
Hugo.
Do I? Can't forget him.
Yeah, Hugo.
Yeah, so Hugo worked here. Basically, he didn't really know the sort of the general laws and whatnot on broadcasting, so we just send him anything and he put it. we were
He just
playing
do whatever he
everything.
wanted.
And then just play a huge PRS bill at the end. But yeah, so obviously now it's a lot more structured where we're not allowed to play anything unless we own the rights to it. And
So basically, what happened is I said I'm supposed to do the music for the show. It's not really come to fruition. I said that this is the music I want. I've put it on a Spotify playlist. The program manager went, "No, you have to give me the actual WAV files." And then, because I couldn't be bothered, I just phoned Si up moaning.
no, he did this weird thing. He tricked me, right? He rang me and we had a nice conversation, but he'd actually forgot he'd rang me up to moan. So then he had to attach the moan to the end of this quite pleasant conversation. He was like, "Yeah, okay, mate. Yeah, all right. See you later. Take care. Oh, hold on. Just before you go. rant.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
I can't be bothered. I'm quitting.
Right, listen, we are trying the Komodo Bozo. We're going to come back and try a darker ale. We're going to go into Dizzy Rascal and Bonkers, and then I'm going to get the program manager to put some proper Christmas tunes on for the final sort of 20 minutes of the show. This is Dizzy Rascal, and this is Bonkers.
I wake up every day is a daydream. Everything in my life ain't what it seems. I wake up just to go back to sleep. I act real shallow, but I'm in too deep. And all I care about is sex and violence. A heavy bass line is my kind of silence. Everybody says that I gotta get a grip, but I let sanity give me the slip. Some people think I'm bonkers, but I just think I'm free. Man, I'm just living my life, there's nothing crazy about me. Some people pay for thrills, but I get mine for free. Man, I'm just living my life, there's nothing crazy about me.
Bonkers.
I wake up every day is a daydream. Everything in my life ain't what it seems. I wake up just to go back to sleep. I act real shallow, but I'm in too deep. And all I care about is sex and violence. A heavy bass line is my kind of silence. Everybody says that I gotta get a grip, but I let sanity give me the slip.
Bonkers.
Some people think I'm bonkers, but I just think I'm free. And I'm just living my life, there's nothing crazy about me. Some people pay for thrills, but I get mine for free. Man, I'm just living my life, there's nothing crazy about me. Yeah, man, in the floor now. Back then. I wake up every day is a daydream. Everything in my life ain't what it seems. I wake up just to go back to sleep. I act real shallow, but I'm in too deep. And all I care about is sex and violence. A heavy bass line is my kind of silence. Everybody says that I gotta get a grip, but I let sanity give me the slip.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
Some people think I'm bonkers, but I just think I'm free. Man, I'm just living my life, there's nothing crazy about me. Some people pay for thrills, but I get mine for free. Man, I'm just living my life, there's nothing crazy about me.
I've just booked
well, well.
Well, well, well.
Well, well, well. It is 11:43. This is Trickstar Radio. This is S1, and
I'm Damien.
it's not called S1 and the D4MO show.
D4MO.
Yeah. We're joined in the studio by Tucker, 1/3 of Cloak and Dagger. We are on the 4th beer, is that right, guys?
Yeah.
The 4th beer.
Fourth one.
Okay, she is a darkie. Whew, look at that. Is this a stout?
I believe it is. So what you've got in front of you there is 2 scoops. It is a chocolate and pistachio ice cream stout.
Wow.
That's right.
Hold on a minute.
What the fuck?
Hang on.
I cannot wait to get this one down.
Hang about. Say that again.
So, it's a chocolate and pistachio ice
Chocolate
cream
and chocolate and pistachio ice cream.
stout. That's right.
What?
That's right. So just brew a load of chocolate malts. We've got pistachio in there, and then we just sort of make it a little bit creamy, a bit of lactose to give it that.
Lactose?
Oh Christ! To give it that ice cream sort of flavour edge. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, brother.
Oh yeah, I know what
Right,
you're saying.
have a little. This one.
Right,
It's
okay.
perfect time.
Is there a certain way to drink this? Because
Yeah.
that sounds
Swirl it around a
pretty
bit.
intense.
Swirl it around, okay.
Have a little smell.
Is it like a red wine vibes?
That's it. You want it a little bit warmer than the other one, so it's a good job we've had it last. Side's going straight in.
It's good to smack. Tucker, happy Christmas, mate.
God, there's a lot going on my palate.
Damo's gone in hard.
Jesus Christ. Crikey.
I'm going back for more, but that's because it's free.
I will be sending the invoice through later.
Okay, so
That is a proper Christmas beer. A dessert stout.
it's a no from me.
That was
Hang
a li-
about?
was that live?
Really?
Was that live?
Yeah.
As it happened,
Sorry.
that's a bit loud. As it happens, Connor's just arrived in Trickstar Studios. Connor, everyone knows Connor. He's partial to a stout or two.
Is he?
Yeah.
Do you want to
Oh,
get? Do you
Connor,
want
do you
to
wanna-
taste this
Do you want to come in and
without
try
talk?
this stout?
He doesn't look sure.
No.
He's
You
coming
di-
in.
No.
Are you wearing lipstick?
He's just been on the red wine.
Oh yeah.
Something like
early in
that.
the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, Connor. So yeah, not really good for radio. This.
You're not
but
supposed
okay,
to
so
down it, Connor.
what's your thoughts, my man? Okay, so that.
Quite
Connor
nice.
it's quite nice from Connor.
Okay, so there's 4 of us in the studio now. 3 of us are mic'd up. Damien, what's your thoughts?
I mean, he's polished it off pretty quick.
Yeah.
I actually quite like it.
You quite like it. I mean,
And of course, I don't know how many of those I could drink.
how many have
I
you
could
got?
do what? Eh? You what?
I said, how many have you got?
Let's give it a crack.
We'll give it a whirl.
No, I like it. It's actually tasty. It's a nice
So just
drink. Yeah.
what's your thought? I know you're quite biased, aren't you?
Wow, I like it. What
You're
can
not
I
a
say?
stout man, though, are you?
It's not my go-to drink. I'm a pale ale guy.
Yeah.
But I like an interesting stout with stuff going on. basically.
Sure.
And there's definitely stuff going
This
on
has
here.
definitely got stuff going on.
Okay.
So-
I would prefer drinking a pint of that to a pint of Guinness, which is the basics of how I think about it.
Okay, yeah, and it's not. Yeah, it's the most popular of you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So a stout. How do you make a stout? What's different? What makes it dark? How do you get the pistachio flavour and the ice cream and the
So many questions.
Yeah.
So basically, a stout is the reason it's dark. It's all about dark malts that go into it. They give it all that kind of chocolatey, malty flavour going on. Very few hops in a stout. Hops give it that bitterness and that sort of fruity flavour, which is not something you want in a stout. So in terms of the pistachio, we use pistachio essence in this one, and that was the little fine line of trying to get enough in there so you could taste it, but not so much. You're like, what the? So I think we got away with that. And the ice cream side of it is a bit of lactose and a little bit of vanilla essence as well. There you go.
I can hear the crafter scribbling these down
Everyone
around the
else is
corner.
like, this is fascinating.
I mean, yeah, it's a nice touch. I don't know if it's the one for me. It's very sort of it's festive, isn't it?
It's a dessert style. So what you got? A little half after your Christmas dinner with
Yeah.
your pudding.
Yeah,
Lovely
yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a dog in the studio. Let's go into a track.
There is a dog.
I'm not sure what they are. Let's go into a
Is
track
it Christmassy?
now. It says it's Christmassy, but it's also got some numbers. It's
go.
also got some numbers after it as well, which
That's
kind
stressing me out.
it kind of means that it isn't going to be as Christmassy as what one would hope. We're going to go into some. We've got 10 minutes for the last show. We're going to go into a track now, and then we're going to do an update of what's happening over this weekend. We're not back until the new year. We'll go in. We'll do a club update, what's happening this weekend, and what's happening New Year in the Brighton club scene. Okay, here we go. Good morning. It is 11:52. This is a Sign Demo Show, Trickstar Radio. We are tired.
Yeah.
We are tired. This weekend, has anyone ever been, have you, either of you two or anyone in the studio, ever been to Burning of the Clocks?
Yes, several times.
Have you?
I have.
It's good fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it depends how much booze you take with you, I'd say.
As with anything, really.
It's good. It's a family night out. That's what it is.
I
It's
like.
good
Have you ever been,
for your
Damo?
Kids.
No.
It's. I don't know if you. It's basically people burning stuff, walking through the streets of town. Clocks, I think. Well, I don't. What's the? What's it? Is it like the last day of winter or
Something like
solstice?
that. Solstice League, probably.
Yeah, it's got something to do with that. It's really good. It's a massive turnout. Last year I was, you know, with the the Black Line and is it the Cricketer, isn't it?
Yeah.
So anyone don't know where that is in Brighton? There's that junction between there. We just stood there, quite close to the bar.
I've never watched it in town. I always go down to the beach where they chuck all the stuff on the fire.
Yeah, there's like some quite cool sort of tunes they play in there. It's like some sort of like.
They have a little show and some fireworks.
Yeah,
and stuff,
the fireworks come off a boat. It's mega. And then I'm doing that tonight. And then tomorrow I'm going. Well, I'm not going because I won't be doing it. But have you ever been ice skating in Brighton?
I have.
Yeah, you've done it all. Have you ever? So the ice skating ring. If anyone doesn't know where it is or hasn't been to Brighton, what it is a big pavilion in the centre of Brighton, and what they do is the sort of lawns on the front, they sort of put bars and like a restaurant around the outside of it, and then they freeze the lawns in the middle, and it's an ice skating rink. Can you ice skate, Tucker?
Can I?
Can you?
No, not really. What happens is how long's the session? About an hour, 45 minutes?
Yeah, I think
so. It takes
so,
me the whole session to get to the point where I can sort of confidently scoot about.
Shoes.
And then it's time to get out again. That's it. Ice skating shoes.
Yes. I've got my ice skating shoes on.
Putting my shoes on. They're the blue and the red ones.
Yeah, they're bowling.
I can imagine.
That's where I'm going wrong. You've got the wrong shoes on.
Oi, get your bowling ball off the ice rink.
I can see you, Si, doing a few tricks, a bit more Torval and Dean.
I tried to do it once, and I've realised that I've got no control. No, zero. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Spaghetti legs.
No, I was quite rigid.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not the time or the place,
It's like interviewing two girls, two 8-year-old girls. I said something earlier on which I'm not going to repeat because I meant it. It's quite northern, and Damien had to put his head underneath the desk with laughter because I described a drink, and you went. It's. So have you ever? Moving on. Have you ever been ice? Have you been ice skating, Damien?
Not for some years, mate.
Have you ever ice skated?
Yeah.
Have you? Hat for it today?
Yeah. No.
Ice skating hat.
Yeah, that is his. Is that your ice skating hat?
Yeah, this is my ice skating hat. When I wear this hat, I can pull off all sorts of moves.
without the hat, man. He's like, yeah. I saw him out there.
It's like my superpowers.
Yeah, I saw him at the ice skating rink. Yeah, and he was dead rigid like this, right in the middle. Just people pushing around, taking the mic, sliding up to him, and Connor come running in, and he was like, "Give me the hat!" And as the hat went across the ice skating ring, on top of his head, that was it. He was off. It was like Blades of Glory, or whatever that film is.
Blades of Glory.
Whatever.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Right, we're good.
But it was true.
It was true. Either way, it was true. Do you know what? It's 11:56. We're going to go into our last track, and we're going to say goodbye and hand over to Movement, who's warming up in Studio 1.
He's actually doing stretches.
Yes, he's doing star jumps now. It's our last show before Christmas. We're going to be back in the new year. Damo, do you want to say hello to anyone and goodbye?
Hello, everyone.
And goodbye.
And goodbye.
I'd like to thank Tucker from Cloak and Dagger for coming in and giving us a sample of a selection of their beers. We'll be back in the new year. So from now on, this is a signed Damo. This is Trickstar Radio. Thank you.
See you later. Happy Christmas.
Peace out.
Just see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting-a-ting-a-ling.
Brighton. Trickstar Radio.